Hi, my name is Lacey Scanlon. I am a teacher, I'm a mom, I have a 3-year-old daughter. I really enjoy doing musical theater. I love just being fit, running. So I grew up in Altadena, which is just like 15 minutes from here. My upbringing was amazing. We spent so much time outdoors. I think my dad was a baseball coach growing up at Occidental College, so I was always constantly like going to his games. We did a lot of family activities. We always went camping, we have a place in Arrowhead, so we always went up there with all of our cousins. And yeah, it was great childhood. I think this year is like been a transitional year already for me. So I think like fitness related, like I just want to get even stronger. Like I've already noticed like such a big difference, but just showing up. I think showing up for myself, making time for like myself, because I feel like I'm so busy doing things, especially as a teacher, for like other people and involved in a lot of things. So trying to carve out and like make sure I get here and I spend time like working on myself. Honestly, I was a big runner like for the past few years. Once I had my daughter, then before that, I was doing a lot of like strength training at a Spartan gym, which I loved, and did like Spartan races. So I did a lot of Spartan races there, and then I started running a lot, and my dad has done a lot of marathons before, so we would run together. I've never done a full marathon, but I did some half marathons, and I just kept running. So anyways, after I had my daughter, I kind of just, all I did was run. I didn't do any like strength, and I realized like I really need to start doing some strength stuff. So to be honest, I just like Googled. I've always wanted to do CrossFit, but I've been like intimidated by it. But I was like, I'm just gonna do it this year. So I just Googled CrossFit gyms, and you guys came up, and I was like, okay. And I just called, and yeah, that was in August. My expectation of being here was, I feel like everyone was like a bodybuilder. That's what I thought. I was just gonna be like, when I first came, I just was nervous to walk in. Yeah, but not because of the Instagram, just like my like perception of CrossFit, I guess. I just feel like people are just really strong, you know, and I felt like I was lacking strength. Like I had a lot of endurance and cardio, but I was like, this is probably gonna be really intimidating for me. But I was like, I'm just gonna do it anyway. But then when I came here, I first met with Luke and then trained with Kara for a bit, and everyone was just like so kind, like from the very beginning, and that I think was something that I was kind of not shocked by, but it wasn't like a fake kindness. Like it was like a real, genuine kindness, and they really like cared about you. And like you guys are just so amazing at just caring about people. And so I think that that's like really what like made me stay here, was just like, okay, wow, like these people, like it's a community. It's not just fitness. It's also like nurturing your soul in a way. I don't know how to describe that, but. Theater. I'm a big theater nerd, so I like to go to any like Broadway show. I also like to perform, and so on the weekends I am in a community theater group, and we perform a few times a year doing musicals. Let's see, what else do I do? I used to do a lot of flowers for weddings and be like a wedding florist on the side. I don't do that as much anymore, but I still like to like create with flowers and read. I guess I like to read books. Yes, definitely. I think that I feel physically stronger, which is important because I want to be able to like carry her and like do things with her. And I think like a specific story was I took her to Disneyland for the first time a few weeks ago, and you know, like Disneyland is always crazy, but especially around the holidays. Crazy, right? But I'm like, okay, we're gonna go for it. And we're going to see like the parade. And I feel like to get like a front row seat in the parade at Disneyland, you have to wait like hours. But I was like, we're just gonna go see if we can like find a spot. And so we're like looking at it, and so I realized like everyone else like has their kids on their shoulder, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go for it. And I'm like, put her on my shoulders, and my sister was there, and she's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, sure, I guess. And when I put her on my shoulders, I was like, oh wow, like I actually can do this. Like before, I don't think I could have done that. And I was like, had her on my shoulders for like an hour, and I was fine. And I was like, okay, I definitely feel stronger. So in that way, I guess, yeah. Mm-hmm. Biggest challenge? My biggest challenge that I feel like I'm still working towards is, actually, this is probably gonna sound weird, but I'm just gonna be honest, is like gaining body fat. That's been like something that I feel like had to deal with like for the past like year or so. Like I think maybe just because I was only running, but also because I like live like a really like high energy lifestyle, I guess. Like when I'm teaching, I'm just like dancing all day for 9 hours, and maybe part of it's genetic, I don't know. And I know that's like probably not what a lot of people, like some people deal with, but like that's something that I really like, honestly, as a woman, like it was affecting my hormones, like it was like a really big challenge. So with Kara, she helped me with like nutrition, and I realized that I had not been eating like enough protein, like enough at all. And when I realized how much I should be eating, I was like, oh my gosh, and I couldn't really do that for the first few months. But now I feel like I'm constantly like hitting like those macros, which has been so, and I've noticed a huge difference. And I just like weighed and have gained body fat, which like was a big win for me, because I think that was really like inhibiting, like, I don't know, me doing things. Like it was making me like fatigued. And so yeah, so I feel stronger, like I've gained muscle, but also like necessary fat that like I needed to have. And I didn't really realize, like I was like, oh, you know, and people would say, oh, you're so thin, but like it was like not good. It wasn't healthy. Like I needed to have more fat. So, and it's not like, and for me, it was more about like how I felt. Like I was like, okay, you know, I think I've always been like thin, but I don't feel like I ever was really healthy in a way. Like I wasn't eating enough. I wasn't taking care of my body. So yeah, just realizing like nutrition, like, I mean, I think I always was eating healthy, but not like enough or not enough protein. But it's made a huge difference. Like I have so much more energy. I'm able to, yeah, just like function way better throughout the day. So yeah, kind of random, but that's been like a big win, but still challenging because I'm still working towards it. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Can we retrace? Tell me about your first one.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I feel like it was slightly embarrassing because I definitely like hit my head on the bar. Like when I was doing, I think we were doing like maybe like not muscle ups, but like chin ups or something. Yeah, exactly. I was like, this is just great, like great for me. I'm like, I'm fine. Like Lauren was teaching, she's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Definitely like a huge bump on my head. Like, yeah, I'm like, it was a very, you know, memorable first class. No, it was great, but I definitely feel so much stronger now than like then. I remember looking around being like, wow, I like don't feel as strong as any of these people. So my favorite thing is the people that come here, and the coaches. Like I think Reason just feels like it attracts like just a really kind, amazing person. Like I think that you can have like a real conversation with someone in just like 30 seconds and have it be like really meaningful. And it's just like the type of person that's here, whether it's a coach or just like a friend or classmate. Like, I don't know. That's just been really special for me. Like it's such a community that I really appreciate. And also just like the culture of the way that the coaches like coach you is just really positive and always looking for like specific things to make your form better, but in like such a positive way, which I really appreciate. Oh no, this is terrible. Okay, I'm gonna have to say Kara because she like, I feel like with her, like when she started with nutrition, I just have a special bond with her. Like, I don't know, but I love everyone. That's really terrible. I don't, that's like so rude. That's a question you're not allowed to ask me. Yeah, I think a moment that surprised me was when I was able, like, I'm still very far from doing a bar muscle up, but that is my goal. Like, I'm gonna do it one day. And even just like doing it on the box, I was like, oh wow, okay, like I can do this way more than I thought. That was surprising to me. Oh, definitely. Being a part of this community, I think that when you're going into a gym, I feel like you're going into for more like a physical, I don't know, like a physical improvement, but I feel like it really is like a mental improvement too. Like I think no matter like what season of life like anyone is in, like right now I'm in like a really like challenging like season of life, and I think just having this community and being here, like it's changed, giving me a different like mental like positive perspective, which I guess like fitness and like mental health are correlated, I think. I really do. Like when you take care of your fitness, I think that's taking care of your mental health. Something that I can do now that I never imagined. I would definitely say like doing like any exercise with like a barbell. Yeah. Like I was very intimidated by that. And I think that now I just feel like snatches or anything, I just feel like, okay, I can do this. Like I know how to do this, and that makes me feel proud, like feel strong. Yeah, my why for showing up, I would say it's like two different things. The first thing, I think that you have to show up for yourself, because I feel like if you feel like your own bucket, then you're able to like pour out to other people, and I think that that's really important. So I always think about that, like if I do this one thing for myself, and I'm able to like, give so much more of myself to others. And I think like for my daughter too, like I want her to see me as like being like a strong mom, and that's like really important for me, is that like she sees and she knows that she can also like do whatever, you know, she sets her mind to, and she sees me doing that, and I think like I want her to be inspired by that. I feel like everyone inspires me. I think like specifically, I feel like right now, I think maybe it changes, but specifically right now, like my parents, like after they just went through this loss, like from losing their home in the fire a few weeks ago, and just like seeing them, like I know how much that home meant to them and how much like they just put all of themselves like into creating this beautiful place for our family. And it was more than just a home. It was like this place where, you know, everyone gathered, like our whole extended family was always there. Like we had weddings there, and it was just like this, I don't know, this amazing sacred place. Yeah, myself and my sister also got married there, cousins got married there. So it was just like this like very like sacred place. My dad like did all the landscaping. We had this like beautiful backyard. So anyways, just seeing them like lose that, but then still have faith and still like have positive attitude, like that's like really inspiring. So that's like recent, but I feel like, yeah, that's been really cool. I would say, like, I've definitely been there. I was really intimidated when I first came, and then I think you just have to show up. Just show up the one time, and then I feel like after you show up the one time, then you're gonna keep wanting to come back. And even the days that you don't feel like you wanna come, like, or sometimes like I'm like, oh, I just wanna sleep in, or I wanna do this. Like I know that like once I come, like my mental, I'm gonna be so much more positive, like mentally, and like I'm just gonna wanna keep coming back. So yeah, I would just say like, just come. This is like not rapid fire. I'm like, what do I even have?
Do you after you work out?
Yes, like I eat, well, usually I work out in the morning, so I eat like the same thing every morning.
What's that?
Okay, I eat like eggs, chicken sausage, cottage cheese, that's every single morning.
How many eggs, how many chicken sausages?
3 chicken sausages, cottage cheese, and 2 eggs.
Adele's?
Trader Joe's. My least favorite workout movement has to be, oh my goodness, I don't know. I feel like it used to be pull-ups, but now I'm like really motivated to get a pull-up. So I don't know. I don't really have one.
Nice.
Go-to healthy meal would be like a bowl of like roasted veggies, chicken, rice. I have that a lot, or just like sweet potato, veggies, simple.
We're just gonna wrap up. Any last words?
No, I think just show up for yourself and trust yourself. Like, yeah, I feel like every day is just like one step closer to being stronger and hitting your goals. So just keep showing up. Hi, my name is Lacey, and I'm a Reason athlete.
Crushed it.
Woo!
Let's go.
Yay, guys.
Crushed it.